Why should you play Katarina? Well, she's got great solo carry potential, flashy gameplay, is a great team fighter. However, she's got one of the worst laning phases I've ever seen. No neutral game and relies heavily on her jungler to get out of laning phase with the lead. Katarina's passive. If an enemy is killed within 3 seconds of being damaged by Katarina, she gets a 15-second cooldown reduction on her abilities and in addition, can pick up her daggers to deal damage in a circle around her. Her passive AP ratios increase at level 6, 11, and 16. Katarina's Q. Katarina throws a dagger at 3 enemies, and the dagger lands behind the first target hit. Katarina's W. Katarina gains a burst of decaying wound speed and drops a dagger where she's standing. Katarina's E. Katarina can blink to any target including her dagger, Thresh Lantern, Draven Flag, Team Mushroom, Jin Trap, Alawi Tentacle, and many more things. Katarina's ultimate. Katarina stops in place and deals damage, applies on-hit effects, and grievous wounds to the 3 closest enemies. For combos, Katarina has a few bread and butter combos, like the all-in combo, which is an E, W, Q, R, E. The double dagger combo, which is a Q, E, W, R. The laning phase all-in combo, which is an E, auto, W, auto, then walk behind to position the Q, auto, E. And the short trade combo, which is a Q, E, auto, W, and then E out. And then there's the instant wave clear combo, which you walk between the pillars, then W, Q, and then double dagger the wave. For Katarina's skill order, for AP, you max Q, then E, then W, and put a point into R whenever you can. For AD, you max E, then Q, then W, and put a point into R when you can. For rune pages, Katarina currently has 3 meta pages, the first one being Conquer with Domination. The second one is Electrocute with Precision. And my personal favorite is First Strike with Domination. You can however take Resolve as a secondary rune into poke matchups or burst matchups like Kiana or anybody. And each of these rune pages have a different playstyle and build path you are going to have to work around. For items, the most popular build path is Nashers into Sorcerer Boots, Rocket Belt, Death Cap, Zhonya's, and into Void Stuff. For AD Katarina, you go Sunder, Sorcerers, Nashers, Shadow Flame, Zhonya's, or Death Cap in whichever order. For summoner spells, you would take Flash and Ignite. You can take Exhaust, Cleanse, or Teleport depending on the matchup or preference. In laning phase, your goal is to get as much CS as possible while taking as little poke as you can. So Q the first 3 minions and make sure not to shove the wave with your Q. It's very important that you don't shove the wave. And after that, you want to play with your jungler or make sure to shove and then roam. In the mid game, switch over to side lane and match your laner and make sure to be on the side where the objective will spawn or is already alive. For team fighting, do not go in first and wait out CC. Don't just go into 5, let your team engage and then follow up and then clean up the entire fight. So for the late game, you want to look to set up daggers and try and one-shot the weird people that step on the daggers. And you can drop these daggers and stay around a flash plus E away from them. And otherwise it's the same game plan as the mid game, just you're a lot squishier and do a lot more damage. This was a beginner's guide to Katarina. If you want an intermediate guide, let me know. I can go more in depth for items and playstyles. If you found this useful, feel free to subscribe, drop a like or comment, and otherwise, have a nice day.